The Sigma 18-35, all the footage you've already seen so far has been shot on this lens, including what you're seeing right now of me at Brooklyn Bridge Park. So please excuse any helicopters or loud construction. This is shooting in New York. If you've been looking at the Sigma 18-35, it's probably for one of the obvious reasons. The consistent low aperture of 1.8, the zoom range of 18-35 gives you a lot of options in one lens. You can get most of your wides and a decent medium with the same lens. And the price point. This thing has been floating around $650 to $800 since it came out, and now it sits around $720, which is really affordable for what you're getting. That's why it's probably the most recommended lens in any Blackmagic user group or a lot of EF user groups. There's no vignetting because this is a Super 35 sensor, so no issues on the wide end. The only con is image stabilization, which it doesn't have, but I'm using a cinema camera. I don't want image stabilization in every one of my lenses. But if you're trying to use this thing handheld, you should be aware you're going to get a little bit of shake if you aren't thinking about how you're shooting. There's some tips you can use to make sure you get more stable footage, like using the EVF to give your eye a third contact point, or holding the camera close to your chest to reduce shake. I've been using the LCD screen flipped out, braced against my chest, and that works. I'm not sure how my neck's going to like it in a decade, but it works for now. I think this will be the go-to for short boats now, too. I think this will be the go-to lens for owner-operators that need to do it all with just one lens and keep a low profile or not be swapping lenses out on a short film. This combined with the 6K Pro is pretty dependable and you're going to get great image out of it. Between the NDs, you can more often use that low aperture in various settings without having to worry about a matte box or screw on NDs. It's a good combo. They complement each other. The only downside is how front-heavy the camera can become when using this lens, and it's going to be difficult but possible to balance on a gimbal. If you're shooting full gimbal days with this thing, send me the arm workout. I'm not quite there yet. So if you've been eyeing the Sigma 18-35, it's the only lens I kept from my original array of lenses for my Blackmagic 4K kit. I'm doing a kind of series on this where I just show footage first and then talk about it at the end. Just trying something new. I think there's a lot of people sitting at desks and I want to put on the skates, get out into the world and get some footage to share. The Sigma 18-35 is the first video, and I'm going to talk about two other lenses that between those three, I think covers any Blackmagic 6K Pro shooter for what they'll need in a standard 3-lens kit. But gotta lead with the strongest. Thanks for watching me, George Michael, talk about lenses and cameras. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and leaving a comment below, whether you're a 6K Pro shooter or not. If you are a 6K Pro shooter, give me something more than just have you had blue tint issues. They're not that bad. I think we're overreacting and creating a bit of a Canon R5 overheating situation. The images out of this camera are pretty stellar, and no, it's not sponsored. Look at the sub count. I have no sponsors. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I am off walking and back on my skates. Whew.